Hey folks, it's Derek here with Eastern Xerox. Today I want to show you how to make copies of odd size papers on your VersaLink 70 series. When you go to the machine and you try to make a copy of a piece of paper that is not an 8.5 by 11, when you go to your copy screen right here and you click start, you're going to very quickly get an error message. Now what this error message is doing is it's saying that it is looking for a 5.5 by 8.5 sheet of paper in one of your paper drawers below. If you don't have that size of paper, the machine doesn't know where to pull from. Let's show you how to get around that. The first way to get around that is to tell the machine where to select the paper tray from. If you'll scroll down, you'll see a button here called Paper Supply. This is called Auto Select. The machine is measuring the size of paper you have and trying to match it up with the drawers that you have below. If the paper trays do not match up with this paper, it will give you that error message. However, we can bypass this by clicking the Paper Supply and clicking one of the trays that we wanted to pull from. In this example, we'll choose tray 1. Select that, go back to start. You can see here that the 8.5 by 5.5 is printed out on the 8.5 by 11. Well, let's say that you do a lot of these types of copies that are not 8.5 by 11 and you don't want to go through the extra step of having to select the paper tray. Let me show you a shortcut on how to speed this up. Here's a great way to save some of the presets that you have. Let's say that you're making some copies that are not 8.5 by 11. So all you have to do is go down here, once again, choose the select paper tray. We're going to pull from tray 1. But if you scroll all the way down, you can actually save this button. So let's click save, and we're going to save it as a one-touch app. Right here on the app name, we're going to type it in as odd size paper. Now you can name this anything that you want, but for now, we'll call it not odd size paper. We can choose our own color. Let's go ahead and stay with the blue. And we can even choose our app icon. Let's go ahead and select the shield right there. Now we can tell it, we want to review it before the start, or do we want it to start immediately? Today, let's just go ahead and say that we're going to start it immediately because we're only going to do one copy. We choose done, and then you can see right here on the home screen, it actually shows up down here at the bottom, odd size paper. Now we even have some more options here. Let's say we want this to be up close to the top. So if we just click the button that says customize, we can actually come down here, select it, and it's simply like an app on your phone. You click, hold, and you can drag it and drop it up at the very top. So right now, click done, and whenever you go back to this home screen, you now have your regular copy and you now have an odd size paper. Let's see this in progress. So now I'm going to come up to the screen. I have my 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to open up the glass, place it in here at the top, close the top, and now I'm just going to select odd size paper. And let's see what the machine does. Again, it's going to make the print. It's going to put the 5.5 by 8.5 on our 8.5 by 11 automatically. So for any of the jobs that you're having to go through and manually change anything, you can always save it and customize that home screen to help you speed up the process. Hope this helps. Thanks.